What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Comically Boston. Today's episode 96, and we have some big news coming right out the gate. I woke up this morning to this news. The original release date was on a Friday for Loki Season 2. It has been moved up to a primetime slot on Thursday night. They will not be releasing at midnight. That's a real pain in the ass for us guys over on the East Coast. You know, I'll stay out to about midnight, 1 in the morning on most nights, but 3 a.m., right? So if it drops at midnight on the West Coast, it'll be 3 a.m. for us East Coasters. So, you know, we get screwed in that matter. We end up having to watch it the next day. By the time I wake up, there's already spoilers on Twitter. It's a mess. So being able to watch something and then be a part of the conversation as it's going on feels much better. You know, with Ahsoka right now coming out prime time on Tuesdays, you know, it's 6 o'clock for them on Tuesdays, which I'm super jealous about. They can be eating their dinner watching it. 9 o'clock, you know, I'm getting ready for bed, but I'm able to lay down, watch Ahsoka for an hour before I get to bed, and then think about it all night while I'm dreaming. Because that's how my brain works. If I'm really into something and I know I'm into it, my brain can't stop thinking about it over and over and over again. It's in my dream. It's all I think about. I wake up the next morning still thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, that just be how it happens to me. Comment below if that's how it happens to you. But Loki Season 2 moving up to its Thursday release date. It will be 6 o'clock West Coast time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. I'm excited for that show. October 5th, right around the corner. We also have a video game, Assassin's Creed Mirage, coming out that day, so maybe I'll get that, maybe not. Recently I did get NBA 2K 24. I think I mostly got it because it's got Kobe on the cover. So I was like, alright, if it's going to be my last one, might as well be for Kobe, right? I did unfortunately get Madden 24. I'm very mad at myself. That will be my last Madden game unless they change the game, right? If they come out with more customization on your My Career guy, because, you know, not everybody wants to play MUT Team and spend $300 just to get a good MUT team. Like, it's ridiculous. How even 2K, I'll talk about in a second, how bad it's gotten. You know, they're just trying to get your money more and more. Like, you already have to spend goddamn $100 to get the game. They used to be $50-$60. Now it's $70-$80 for the base version. I'm pretty sure I spent like $100 something on the 2K version, the Kobe, the Mamba edition, and I could have even gotten a $150 version. Like, that is ridiculous for a game. And then you get in the game, and there's things that you can skip ahead and you can pay for, and there's people that first day of the game hasn't even been released for a full day, and they've already gotten level 40, you know, and they've just cheated to get all the way through, and they just spend the money. Like, that is not cool. Like, I want to play a game to play it. You know what I mean? Like, so I was playing 2K for a little while, but it just doesn't really have the same fun. Plus, their badges they have regressing badges. Like, what's the point, right? Like, you have a guy that's good, but you're playing every game and badges are regressing. Some badges that you do use still regress no matter what. Like, it's just a bad design, man. Like, but they're trying to make it more difficult. They're trying to make you play more. I at least like what 2K is doing. It's not the same game from last year for sure. I almost prefer the My Career last year, but I do like what they're doing this year, where, like, you play as Truck, your grandpa, and you play as your father, and, like, you have, like, this lineage of players that are, like, your family, and then, like, you're trying to become the GOAT, so, like, you can play key games instead of playing every game, which, like, in the previous 2Ks, you play every game, try and get as much coins as possible, try and max out your guy at 99, and then once you do, you're like, well, he's 99, might as well make a new guy, so then you go and make a second guy, but now it seems like they want you to play as your one guy until you're 12 championships in. You know, like, so you're going to have to play multiple seasons, but if you're just playing the key games, they seem to skip you ahead. I think I'm going to play each of the games until I get to 99, and then I'll play just the key games. But still, I don't know. 2K, stop trying to take people's money and just give us a game that's worth playing to play. You know, like, if you want us to play or spend money, give us the option just to play. You know, like, don't make it like, oh, you have to spend money to be good. Like, that's just garbage. And Madden, don't even get me started. That's been the same game since Madden 2002 that I had on the GameCube. All they've done is update the rosters and update the graphics a little bit. Like, you should be able to put tattoos on your guy. You should be able to put a chain on him like the NFL guys. Like, there's no reason why you can't customize your guy. The only thing you can do is put a visor on him. Like, come on. That's so bullshit. And then, like, there's no real story. You're literally just playing games, and it's like, this is the same game. Like, I know you can't copy 2K, but fucking do something. I mean, even like the create a player in like UFC 4 was better than Madden, you know, and like, I don't know. It's frustrating. It should be better, and I will not be getting a Madden game until I see something that's worth getting in the future. This one just pissed me off. Moving on though, we'll get into a little bit of news, and then we'll get back into talking a little bit more about some video games coming up. Marvel Studios VFX artists unanimously voted for a unionization. So the VFX artists for Marvel Studios alone are now a union, which is going to be probably better in the long run for the workers and the quality of the work coming out. It might be a little bit slower because they need to be able to have as much time as possible to make the VFX artists and make the stuff that's the VFX look good, you know, and hopefully that will mean we don't have in Thor: Love and Thunder that floating head bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, we'll have some better stuff. Also some Marvel news that Werewolf by Night, October 20th, will be coming out with a colored version, right? Because it was in black and white, and then by the end it turns into color. And this one will just be full color the whole time, which I'm interested to see. I did really like it in the black and white, and I don't think the black and white took me out of it at all. I honestly thought it was really freaking good, so to see it in color is just going to be like, oh cool, I've already seen this, so might as well just see it in full color now, see what it's like now. See what's different, see what changed. But I am mad at that October 20th. Go check that out. You know, right around Halloween time. I always thought that that would be perfect for a Halloween time watch. So I'm excited to see that again. I've only seen it maybe once or twice last Halloween. So excited to have, you know, the spooky vibes this year in October once it hits. Be able to watch some scary movies. So comment below if you have scary or horror or Halloween movies for me. Any recommendations, drop those down below. But to me, I'm not really a horror guy or spooky guy type, really. So when I think of Halloween movies, you know, even though it's really not, I think about like The Wizard of Oz. You know, like, I don't really have that many Halloween movies that I'm like truly into. Growing up as a kid, I had like Halloween Town. Other than that, though, really there wasn't much that really jumped out at me and made me like, oh, Halloween, I love it. Like, Halloween's not really my favorite holiday, but you know, maybe that can change. Maybe I can get more into it, get a costume, dress up, do the whole thing. You know, I'm willing. I just haven't done it in the past, but we'll see. Also, some news from the other side of Disney on the Star Wars side of things. Lando was a show originally starring Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, as Lando from the Solo movie. And now that show is going to be a movie, apparently. I don't know how good those rumors are or if those are true, but I know it has been in the works for quite a while, and I do honestly really like Donald Glover in the role. So I'm here for it. You know, if that comes out in a movie, you know, a lot of people will probably hate it, just like they hated Solo, but fuck it, I'm here for it. I'll watch Lando and Donald Glover. He's a good actor. I always love that. There was also the first trailer released for Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom, and it surprisingly doesn't look that bad. You see Jason Momoa here. You see his brother Orm. They're probably going to fight again or whatnot, but Black Manta is back from the first movie. We originally thought maybe he died, but in the post-credit scene, we see him talking to Jimmy Woo. That's not his name in the movie, but it's his name in the MCU, and sorry to, Randall Park is his real name, the actor. So maybe we'll see Randall Park in this, but we see Black Manta here has a green trident, which is really supposed to be the black trident, but it's given off this, like, green, evilly glow, and I really like how it looks, at least. It seems interesting. The first movie made a bunch of money when it was released on Christmas weekend last time. Ironically, there was really nothing else out at the time, so I think that was just what people saw around the holiday season. They go to the movies and they were like, oh, why not see Aquaman? So it made a bunch of money, more money than it probably should have made. So people are like, will it make $1 billion again? I don't know about that, but I certainly hope not. You know, there's a lot of other movies that I think deserve to make $1 billion, and Aquaman 2 isn't on the top of my list, but Aquaman 2 should have come out last year, so it's been pushed back a couple times. It's been plagued by reshoots. It's been plagued by Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, you know, like that whole shit. So, like, I'm pretty sure Amber Heard's character's been cut way down, but she was supposed to be a bigger character. Who knows? James Wan, the director, described this movie as a bromance action-adventure movie. So, I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. Like, I'm interested enough to be like, okay, what is Aquaman and his brother Orm going to be doing? Like, what's up with that? And Jason Momoa in the trailer, at least, still has that Jason Momoa charm. He still seems hilarious, still seems to be having a fun time. So, I don't know. I'm here for it. I really am. But, the last little bit of news here. Spider-Man 2. Coming out October 20th, which I am super hyped about. This game looks great. It has an expanded map. So, a lot of people's biggest criticism between Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales' game was that it's the same map. And I was like, who cares? This map is great. You're swinging a Spider-Man through New York City. Like, people are just nitpicking and wanting to hate stuff. Now, you have faster travel, and you're also getting Brooklyn and Queens. So you're getting expanded islands. You get the other 2 islands across the bridge. You know, so I'm excited for stuff like that. We had a quick little look that there will be Raimi's, right? Because we know that the Venom suit is going to be in it. From Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, that black suit will be in the game, so that's hype. And then we got our first look in the little teaser trailer they released at one of the villains that will be in the game. We already know that Kraven will be in the game. We already know the Lizard will be in the game. We know Mr. Negative will be in the game. So there's 3. There's still a couple more. And we know now Mysterio will be in the game. If you don't know who Mysterio is, he was Jake Gyllenhaal from Spider-Man Far From Home. But this is how he looks in the Spider-Man 2 game. And honestly, I don't know what this guy's face is, but he looks like a GTA 5 guy that was buying your drugs. You know what I mean? Like, he looks just like so cartoony. Doesn't really look like a person. And I get it, it's a video game, but like, they pretty much just stole this character design right out of GTA 5 as far as I'm concerned. But okay, so it's kind of interesting. We're going to see Mysterio in a video game. I'm more excited for Kraven, Venom, and just to be able to play as the 2 Spider-Man and kind of switch back and forth, almost like GTA 5, where you can switch from Michael to Trevor to whatever the other guy's name, the black dude. What's his name? Now that's going to bug me. I haven't played that in years, but hey, who knows? Maybe we'll be getting a GTA 6 around the corner. Comment below what your thoughts are on that. Will you be getting Spider-Man 2? Do you hate Madden? Do you love Madden? Do you like the new 2K24? I don't know. A lot of things are up in the air for me on that side of things. But we are also continuing on Marvel movie rewatch, so movie reviews coming to the channel real soon. We watched X-Men Apocalypse, which... mixed thoughts on that movie. We'll talk about it more in the review. Doctor Strange. Love Benedict Cumberbatch. Love this first movie in its own way. Very much so. Is standalone in my mind. It does its own thing, and I really love that. And then I also watched Logan, which is maybe my favorite X-Men movie ever. But it also isn't really an X-Men movie. It's more like just a solo story. It's just an all-around good story about Wolverine. You know what I mean? Like, Wolverine just shines. He's just really freaking good. Hugh Jackman's amazing. Daphne Keane, incredible. So that's a really freaking solid movie. And then last night I started to watch, so I do have to finish about 30-40 minutes of it. Yeah, I fell asleep in the middle of the movie, which is not a good sign, but I was really tired last night, so give me a break. You know, I'll give the movie a break, and I'll finish it today and see if it rounds out very well. But As you guys know, if you've been following along, every Sunday I've been watching a Star Wars movie. The Pats were on last night at 8:20, so I got started a little bit too late. Should have probably started the movie around 9, and I started more like 10:30. But The Last Jedi, Episode 8. It's a movie. We'll talk about it more in the review, but I don't know. Something about it, man, just doesn't quite hit the way it should. But comment below, what are your thoughts on everything I talked about in today's video? The video games, Loki coming out on Thursdays. We'll be talking about them on Fridays, that means. So I'll, instead of having, you know, my Tuesday nights and then my show on Wednesday, it will be Thursday night and my show on Friday. But we will be continuing our Star Wars movie rewatches and our Marvel movie rewatches all the way up until October, where we get to see our boy Loki. And I'm super excited for that. I hope you are too. My name is Big Cam. If you want to see more of my face, please hit the subscribe button down below. Smash that like button. And follow me on all my other social medias. Links are down in my description below. You can follow me on Threads, Twitter, Letterboxd if you want to see more of my movie reviews. All of the links in the description below. And if you don't want to click those links, just search BIGGCAM somewhere on the internet and you'll find me. And if you have any questions or advice, things you want to talk about or hear on the podcast with me, you can email me at comicallyboston@gmail.com. And I will see you guys later in the next video.